What's going on, guys? I'm Adam.
And I'm Jake.
And we're the D-PadBros, and we're coming at you with the first in a series of videos in which we're playing my favorite Zelda game, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Yes, we are, and we're doing it to tribute Robin Williams, who recently passed away.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the reason we're doing this video as a tribute is because Robin Williams named his daughter Zelda in memorial.
Not memorial.
Fuck!
Because he liked the game so much, he named his daughter after it.
Yeah. He named his daughter after the series of games, and so, as a tribute to him, we are naming our player character Robin.
Yes, we are.
I'm gonna go ahead and start a fresh file. In addition to being my favorite Zelda game, this is one of my favorite games of all time. It was my absolute favorite game for the longest time. That spot might be taken by Portal 2 at this point.
Really? I've never played any of the Portal games.
Oh, I love Portal. Alright, so yada yada yada. Zelda is sending us a message from the castle telepathically, because she can do that. Blah blah blah. You can hear me button mashing, I'm just trying to skip. Alright, so my uncle tells me to stay at home and mind my own business, and so that's...
No, screw that.
Exactly, it's not what I'm going to do at
adventure.
all. Gonna grab my lantern. Gonna break these 3 pots over here, because I always break these 3 pots. And then we're going to set off on our quest. You know, playing this game with all this heavy rain reminds me, like, we got a freaking huge storm yesterday. Were you in town when that hit?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
That storm sucked.
The friggin' bottom dropped out, man.
I was at work, and everybody knows that I work at a movie theater. I'm not gonna say which one, but people like going to the movies when it rains. I don't care if it's a hurricane warning or anything, or tornado warning. They're like, oh, fuck, let's go to the movies, yeah! Good times!
Pretty much.
And no, it's terrible.
In fact, I used to work at the theater, too, and there was a day where we actually had a tornado watch in town, and we had a bunch of people at the theater.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the safest place to go is the movie theater. We can go watch movies. And then they get pissed at you when the power goes out. It's lovely. But no, that storm sucked, man.
Yeah, it did.
I was driving home, and I'm like, you look in the sky and you see half sunlight, and you just see hell on the other side. And you're like, what the heck, man? Like, it's pouring over here, and then over here it's just like sunshines and rainbows.
Yep. I always get tripped out when, like, you can see, like, where the storm ends.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was coming home from work one day, and I could see the wall of rain as I was driving.
That's what I was about to say. Yesterday, I'm sitting in my truck. Where I live, there was no rain going on, but I look to my left, and I just see like just this downpour, and I'm like looking. I look to my right, and there's nothing. And then I'm like, I just got in the mail, and the dog's outside with me, and I'm like, oh god. I'm like, Bailey, we gotta go inside now. And she's just sitting there, like, sniffing around, like, it's like nothing's going on. And then,
fuck you, Jake, I'm not gonna do what you say.
Fuck you, man, I'm gonna stay outside, I'm gonna play in the rain. So finally, she runs at me and goes inside. I'm glad you haven't died yet, by the way, I just want to say that.
You fucking jinxed it now.
And freaking, just the bottom lets out, and I'm like, oh god. I was like, I just worked, what, 8 hours, and now I'm just like, just rain everywhere. It was terrible. The night was good, though. The night was really good. Have you heard the orchestra remake of this?
Yes, actually, if you pre-ordered Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, you could get a free copy of the orchestral Legend of Zelda, like, music in concert. So I have that CD.
I wish more companies would take, like, the Nintendo side of pre-ordering stuff. Like, hey, you'll get this music version of this separate version of the CD of awesome music instead of just like a skin for your character.
Oh, dude, I thought that's where you were going with that. I would much rather have a physical bonus than some sort of DLC incentive for pre-order.
Like, I'm so not into, like, oh, get extra guns and call it. I don't care, man. I just want to have fun.
Well, yeah, and it's like, with some of the stuff now, they start doing, like, extra story missions and stuff.
Well, have you seen what GameStop's trying to do with developers?
Yeah, where they're trying to, like, work with them in the state, like, in the development stage.
Yeah,
to,
so, like, oh, only our copies of the game are going to have this, so eventually it's going to get to the point to actually beat the whole game, you're going to have multiple copies of the game. And that's stupid.
Yeah, not only that, but it's like 10 years ago, the stuff that they're giving you as DLC now would have just it would have just been in the game to begin with.
That's the beauty part of Nintendo. Like, they give you the whole game straight up.
There we go. Woo!
Please don't die.
Time to go show the princess my big key.
Yes. Now, Nintendo has done some DLC stuff, but it's like cool stuff, extra complete stuff that you never would have guessed like come. Sonic Heroes, I think it was for the Wii U. They had a extra level you could download, but it was something to do with Nintendo. It was like Yoshi's Island level or something you could download. Which I was
Lost
like,
World, not Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, alright, it was Lost World. Sorry.
Yeah.
And it was free, which I was like, oh, that's cool. And then the DLC for New Super Mario Bros. U, it was a completely different game. It was Luigi's Brothers U, which I was like, oh, that's awesome. Now, if I had internet, I could actually take advantage of this, but...
yeah,
But you actually did have to pay for that, and I think it was like... It was $30 for the actual disc, like you can go buy the actual disc, but I think the DLC was actually like... It was, maybe $10, which...
Damn it!
Just keep playing it, just keep playing
we're gonna keep going. I got to the princess in one life.
Yeah, you got to that, that's fine.
Alright. Man,
Run
we're
away!
Just gonna go get some lives, and then we're gonna dip set.
Yeah, run away. Oh god, this is bad.
Nope.
Adam, people are gonna make fun of you on the internet now.
Nope. We're good. Yeah, anyways,
Oh, hey!
Speaking of Zelda, one of the cool... I do like the way that Nintendo handles DLC, and one of the cool things they do is they do some DLC through their Club Nintendo.
Yes.
For example, if you buy a copy of Hyrule Warriors and you register it within the first month of its release, you can actually go on Club Nintendo and they will send you a free skins pack for Ganondorf. Which, I mean, like, I know you said that skins aren't your favorite form of DLC.
No, I mean, but I don't have to, like...
You're not paying anything extra for it.
Yeah, you're not paying anything extra for it. You don't have to pre-order. The whole pre-order thing just gets me, like... We live in an area where pre-orders are not important.
Not
like,
at all.
If we were in New York, or well, not even really New York. If we were in a bigger city, I could understand going to pre-order things, but... Like,
there we go.
Around here, everybody, like, makes a big deal.
Fuck
like,
you, soldier guy.
You gotta go to GameStop and pre-order. No, I'll go to Walmart at midnight, and I'll go talk to the piece of crap working behind the counter at electronics, who really doesn't want to work anyway. I'm like, hey, I need this game. You're supposed to have it at midnight. And they're like, okay, cool. Oh, hey, we're supposed to give out this extra thing. Do you want it? It's a poster or something. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And then I'm gonna get my Mountain Dew and whatever I want to game with for the rest of the night.
Right. Well, and also, it's like, there's 3 GameStops within driving distance in our area, and there's 2 Walmarts. So it's like, even if one of the shops is out, I can go to one of the 4 other shops that are going to have it.
Oh, yeah, like...
And if it's not there, we got Target, we got Best Buy.
Yeah, Kmart even. I hate Kmart, but...
Yeah, but if you can buy games there.
Not gonna lie, you can get some deals at freaking Kmart. I actually bought Zach Moore, his birthday gift, or his Christmas gift there this past year.
What'd you get him?
And I was goofing around in the electronics section, like, I was seeing what they had discount. I go, any place I go, Sears is known to have a decent deal every now and then. And I went there and I got him a Christmas gift. I had no intention of buying him a Christmas gift, but I couldn't pass up on it. He had just bought his 3DS, and he bought Pokemon with it. But he's like, "That's the only game I got. I really want to play something else." And I was like, "Oh, you should look into getting this and this and this," because I didn't have one at the time, and I was like, I really wanted one, but I would get this if I could. And I was like sitting there looking through the stuff, and I saw Star Fox, the re-release Star Fox 64.
Oh, Star Fox 64 3D?
$10.
$10?
$10. And now I'm kicking myself for not picking myself up a copy of it, but I was like, hey, he needs something for his 3DS, so I'm going to go ahead and get it for him.
Yeah, man. You know, I tell you what, the Star Fox franchise is one of those franchises that has an interesting history, because you have the original Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, which actually isn't really even canon anymore, because Star Fox 64 is a remake of that with a bunch of added content.
But I did not know that.
Yep. The story from Star Fox 64 covers everything from the original Star Fox plus some added content. Most of that added content came from Star Fox 2.
That was never released.
Exactly. They finished the game. There's even box art for it, but it never got released.
You can actually download the ROM for it. I've played it a little bit.
Any good?
I mean, I wasn't a fan of the original Star Fox.
Right.
Like, to me, the game doesn't hold up well.
Right.
Like, it is heavy on Mode 7, which I love Mode 7, but it's very pixelated, but it's polygons everywhere.
Yep.
And games like that, I'm just like, back then I would have been all about it, but I played it after I played Star Fox 64, so that was my expectation, and I'm just like, no, I'm not really feeling it. So
to be honest, Star Fox 64 is just slightly better looking polygons all over the place.
Yeah, now that we look back at it now, but
yeah, but I mean at the time those graphics were pretty cutting edge.
Renting a Star Fox for the Super Nintendo after the fact, after I played 64, and I was like, this is
back when you could rent video games
and not be a mail service or Redbox.
Right.
You actually went to a Blockbuster or Movie King, or what was the other one?
Hollywood Video.
Hollywood Video. They were terrible for games. But you couldn't find your game you wanted to rent at Blockbuster, you went to Hollywood Video because more than likely they had it. And it was like a buck cheaper too.
Fuck those rats.
Yeah. Don't waste your time on that. We don't need to die
again.
Hey.
Hey.
We need to get you a some heart containers, man.
Yeah. We'll work on that, that's for sure. I forgot how obnoxious this sewer system is. It's like when you're a kid looking back on when I was a kid, it's like I remember rescuing. Are you sure it's not killing all the enemies?
Yeah, it is. It's almost one or the other. Yeah.
Looking back on when I was a kid, like I remember it's like, okay, you get the princess and then you show up at the church and, you know, you go on your quest to save the world. Nobody remembers this super obnoxious sewer system.
You gotta come back and do that bomb stuff, don't you?
Absolutely.
What was it, just for a heart piece?
I think it's a heart piece. It might just be rubies. Rupees, sorry, not rubies. Zelda fans get mad when you say it wrong.
Dude, I've gotten in arguments with people about the timeline on this too. Like, and when I realize they're getting really mad about it, I just start trolling them and just start saying a bunch of weird things. They get so mad about it. But no, I'm that way with certain things on timelines. Like, it bugs the hell out of me about the Mario timeline. I actually want to make a video about that.
Yeah.
But actually, let's go ahead and end this video here, and we'll pick right back up on the end.
Oh, hold on. I'm about to get to the priest in the sanctuary, which will make a
that'll be a
stopping point.
Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, I know what you mean about the timeline. Now that Nintendo's released the official timeline, it's kind of hard to get into arguments about it. I, however, refuse to accept the official Nintendo timeline because it doesn't make any sense.
You mean the whole three-way split?
Yeah, the three-way split, exactly. Also, most of my problems with it actually come not from the three-way split itself, but from some of the game's placements around the three-way split.
I don't mind the three-way split, and like, don't get me wrong, I love the Zelda games. I'm not I'm not into all. Oh, hey, there's a car container. Let's go ahead and actually cut this here, and we'll pick it up back on the other end.
All right, guys. If you like this video, please comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. We'll have another video up soon.
Yes.